Now on an absolutely perfect night in the Lone Star State, the roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Set up. Let go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check smash, check smash. Get it. Ready, 70, tip, hook.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now 3rd down and very long. Looking to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they're still looking at 4th down now.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, smash Bronco! Come on, let's go. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Lions, here we go, let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Ready, go. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 71 yards. And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. And get this one complete to Winslow. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter. They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Come on. Set, hunt. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go, check. Go, check. Go,
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Big Lion. 70 Timberwolf. 70 Lions. Hey, check that street. Let go. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let's go now. 60.
They'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Finding room at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. Back to throw again. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18,
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Ibuka. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 8. Left wing 19. 69.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he hooks it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tank Dell, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Extra point attempt to follow here. he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Whitford on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
On the jump. Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hold the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go now. Let's go. 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Pass to 60. Hurt. Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the right side and caught by Dell. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 49-yard line.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
Let's go, Cal. Cowboys back to 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half.
Buccaneers 13. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinals.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They will find Winslow. That's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to Dell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Given 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Once again, it's Irving. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
19, Tiger, 19, 7, 18,
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on. Six the Eagles. Six.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Cowboys 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Hey, check that.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Ready, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 5. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ready? 19 right. Let's go. 60, 15, right here. 18, back, 60. 7, 5.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now back to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Second and 4. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first and 10, here's Irvin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. Bucky Irving from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first down, they'll go to the ground and town. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Pass the 60. Pass
2
the
yards
60.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Here we go. Here we go. Set up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Bronco 80.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Ready.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Pack. Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Buccaneers have it.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.